To the left side of the map, starting in the red color, once again the player for the Prime team. We have
Maru Prime.
Showing a decent game against Nada. First game on a dual side. In the end, it was the complexity game and we came out ahead. And here he is, starting in the blue. Play to the right side of the map. Very experienced, accomplished player.
Yeah,
we have
Complexity Nada.
Extremely consistent. This is the period in Nada's lifetime where he has looked the weakest, but he already hit like the bottom, and he's on his way up. And he's one game away from being back in Code S. And if he accomplishes that, then he could potentially even advance out of his group. He's been looking so strong ever since he started wearing that complexity jersey. To be perfectly honest, like he seems like a new player. Especially his games against Creator. That was the real testing moment I feel for Nada this season, and he passed flying colors.
the map win rate. A little bit too fast. I can actually make it out, but yep.
It looks like both of these players, well actually, Nada has taken the gas, and Maru has not. So Maru's going to be doing a one-axis spam. Cross positions on Antigua can work out.
The map win rate for the players right now, and this is of course a little bit the problem that we have with Maru, because he did not play in the GSL that often. We don't have a lot of statistics for this guy. Not on the other hand, with 3 wins and 3 losses, a 50% win ratio.
And that's kind of, again, what makes it so impressive that he's here in the final round of Code A.
Yeah, exactly. He is... it's always weird to say he came out of nowhere, because there are just so many good players on all the green teams that are just great, and at some point they will just step up and play a little bit better, go the extra mile, whatever, just be able to finally get into this mindset where they take game after game after game, and this is what happened with Maru this season. So he is playing really, really well, and he's advancing, and we had a little bit of the same the last season when Parting suddenly appeared, and Slayers Brown as well, both of them stepping it up a bit and taking not only the Code A qualifier, but suddenly winning Code A, advancing to Code S, and Parting is now one of the best Protoss players that we have in Code S.
I feel the difference between Parting and Maru is Parting is one of those players like Puzzle and all the Koreans are just talking about the ladder, about the in-house games. And Maru is not someone people often talk about. If you ask a Korean, you know, before he came into Code A what people thought about Maru, like, oh yeah, that young guy, hit him on the ladder sometimes, he all-ins me, 1 base all-in, 2 base all-in type of thing, but he's here, and he's been winning. I don't know what else to say.
And, well, winning is Nada. When he won the first set in 81 of his games, 9 wins, 2 losses. Past.
Nada is doing a Reactor Hellion build to follow this up with his gases, not getting Banshees right away. His starport is going to be finished up soon. I don't know if he'll use it for Banshees or not, but his tech lab may actually be... Well, this is unique. I didn't expect him to try this. He's actually going to try to go for a run by. The problem is there's a wall off there. This is an awkward situation where the Marines can't fight the Hellions, but the Hellions can't fight the Marines depending on where they are.
4 slots available in the bunker. The SCV is taking one of them. The Marines like, let me in! I don't want to be grilled.
Yeah, man, not by the hair on their chinny chins. They're not going to let him in. I guess he's going to have to blow the bunker down.
Nada's faking cloak now. Flaking cloak, he's not even going to mention, he's building a Viking and is researching Caduceus reactor.
Are you sure he doesn't want to get that medevac infused?
Let me think about it.
Nice splitting on the Hellions by Nada. He got the most out of them for sure, but it's hard to say if that was really worth it for the 2 Hellions, all the mining time he delayed. I think it was worth it. Maru needs to transfer his SCVs down. He hasn't.
The upgrade has been cancelled. Shocking.
And in fact, now he is going to start the reactor production of Vikings. And again, Nada heading down the path of better tech than his opponent, possibly, potentially here. As Maru is actually, interestingly enough, getting a Raven.
Getting Raven out on the map now and already taking double gas at the bottom at this expansion. So is Nada now.
He didn't.
There's a drop in the main base. Wow. We have the Hellions and he's lining
the... Oh god. Oh wow. Some revenge for what happened to Maru earlier perhaps this season.
Oh my god. This was horrible.
11 workers killed, but it's not over yet.
It's not over yet. No, it is not. He's going in again. He's taking down another 4. Another 3. 14 workers killed in total. That was worth it.
The audience worth it. Claps for that one. The worker count now 26 to 32 in Nada's favor. And a lot of the workers of Maru damage. So later on, when Nada wants to do an attack when workers are pulled, or if he does any more harassment, that's going to be an account. I mean, several of those workers almost died additionally to the ones we listed. And Maru, again, this is what I like about his play. He knows when to just go, alright, well, now's the time to make a third command center. He just does it. It's a little bit risky in this case, but he's just doing that because he's like, well, I have to do something. I think this is what I'm going to do here.
I'm already behind. I just killed so many of my harvesters. I'm really behind now. If I start playing a standard game, Nada will crush me. So I have to do something in order to spice it up a little bit. And he's going for the third base. And given time, that is exactly the thing that he needs to come back. He's just taking a risk because he knows he is already in a position where Nada is favored.
Nada going up to 3 factories again, just like last game. And Maru is actually going for a more mech-centric competition this game as well. He's gone up to 2 factories. He's producing Vikings. His Viking count is half that of Nada, 4 to 2, but he does have the... he's got the Raven in the mix. He's getting Blue Flame as well.
Yeah, Maru is going for the Blue Flame upgrade, so this time he looks a lot more likely to go for a straight mech play.
That Hellion did not accomplish much.
No.
That was the little Hellion that couldn't, man.
That was actually a really, really poor Hellion, not only running right into the bunker, but also into 2 sieged up tanks.
Maru got scanned, and he faked the Caduceus reactor as a result. And cancel attack dive on his barracks, cancel Caduceus. Continue to produce Banshee, however.
Nada has no idea about the third base just yet. He does not really know that there's a third base, but he's going for third on his own now. He has, well, how many harvesters does he actually have? 50 to 46, so it's kind of even once again when it comes down to the worker count.
Third base is up and running for Maru. One thing I want to note about Maru's play, I've consistently checked this, he never has his SCVs transferred on time. He's not managing them as well as he should be, as efficiently as he should be. Now he's transferring some as I say this, but it's something I've noticed about his play, not always transferring correctly. Double factories going up for Maru in his main base now as he knows he can support them with this base, and he wants to check, Nada, do you have a third base yet? He wasn't able to get up that ramp. He got scared by the Hellions he saw. He thought perhaps Nada was moving out with an army. He needs to go and check that third base location though.
That's a pretty decent Viking flow attempt.
Yeah, with point defense drones, he can even things up a little bit, but Nada definitely Viking advantage. Quite significant Viking advantage. He hasn't stopped production of it either.
4th base being built for Maru now. Tries to get another orbital. Might actually just try to get a command center flight into the middle and set up planetary fortress. High ground is very important in the Tiga shipyard. As soon as you get the high ground position, you can start to get your fort without a problem at all. And Nada is playing quite defensive, so Maru has no problem of just pushing out and getting the high ground.
Yeah. Well, armory going up now for Maru. I feel in one way Nada has taken this game to the next level. I feel like that's in his Viking production. But in every other way, I feel Maru's controlling the map better, he's expanding better. He has vision of the entire map with the units. He's spread out across the map. He's got a Marine at every location. And is Nada, I was going to say, is Nada dropped without here. He's going to take control of the air. Auto turrets being dropped here. I like that choice.
The Raven survives. This is really interesting.
Yep, 4 points left on that. He's going to try to break this. This is a little bit odd. Wow. It will work out for him, though.
Yes, he's just crushing the tanks on the high ground. He's doing a really good job. Nada now in a position to claim the high ground. Nice. Well done.
Yeah, I did not expect that to work as well as it did. Now Nada continuing to push forward.
One free tank.
Nada wants to end this game right now.
Yeah, he's just pushing in, he's not even sieging up, and
Remember,
this is looking very good.
A lot of these workers injured from earlier, going down very quickly to the Vikings, and I think this game may end soon.
Yes, it probably will. 87 supply against 134. Nada in a perfect position. Wow, impressive. Really impressive push by Nada.
Yeah, and he continued to rally Vikings across the map. Now he's mining from the third. The orbital may end up surviving just barely. Oh, one orbital survives, the second one will not. Close call.
Yeah, very, very close. He's just able to repair at least the orbital. And now the siege tanks are getting into position. And the big problem is the siege tanks will once again be able to attack the orbital. He needs to fly back once more.
Yeah, but be careful with Vikings now.
There we go.
And Nada will just continue to carefully move in and siege up.
And Nada is taking another base now. He is expanding once more. He knows that he's far ahead already, but he wants to get another advantage. And he is sieging up.
He's moved the orbital and then landed it back in siege mode range again because he was going to lose it if he didn't. It's just he's in a lose-lose trapped. He's in between a hard place and a Nada, and it's not a good place to be in.
50 supply ads still for Nada, and the harvest account, let's check it out. We have 56 for Maru, 65 for his opponent. So very, very nicely. And sieging up on the low ground once again. Those Vikings are just so annoying now. Taking down the scouting barracks. Siege tanks dying everywhere.
He's going to start hitting these add-ons, which will really severely limit Maru's production. Maru is, one thing I will say about Maru is he's like top in that he does not miss a beat with his macro. He's only 30 supply down despite being about 60 supply down just moments before. This is weird.
Oh, this is actually suiciding. He is taking way too many hits. Even though he's able to take the tanks down, the costs are just not worth it.
Yeah, he lost. He pulled SCVs, some of which he lost, despite the fact that there were no units he could surround with the SCVs. They tanked a little bit, I suppose, but Nada just in such a commanding position at this point.
Nada takes the fourth now. He will be on fourth bases in a few seconds, and he's even building a fifth command center.
Yeah. There is a 4 Hellion drop. Remember, they have Blue Flame going off at the top of the map.
Oh, this is nice.
This is really nice by Maru at the top. At the north, he's actually killing Hellions, or killing SCVs. There it is.
Yeah, doing quite a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Nada is there in time. He lost 3 workers, but that's all there is to it. And still contained. Maru at the bottom. 4th base now being built. Established by... well, the Medivac is not doing anything. 4th base, yep, there it is. Not upgraded just yet, but he's getting more and more barracks. He's now moving into a little bit more of a BioIV style.
Nada also now has Blue Flame for his Hellions. Notice the supply, though. Maru does not miss a beat with his macro.
Yeah.
Look at Nada. Nada's starting making 7 barracks. He's got 3 tanks at a time coming out, but still Maru keeping up with his macro. It looks like this is going to be the final push.
He has to push out. He has no minerals left. There are only like 5 patches, and they are most of them are about to be empty. He has to push out very, very soon.
He may, well, he doesn't have any mules to drop. He's just going to go for it. Tanks sieging up the SCVs, tanking a lot of hits here, but it's not going to be enough.
He's losing too many units already. 100 supply against 139. And even though he's taking down the contain and breaking out, he lost way too many units. He does not have the resources nor the income to just rebuild them. And Nada, he can prepare for his opponent's push. He can prepare in time. But Maru is still playing well.
Yeah, 1 Thor with 1 hit point left.
Maru is definitely a player to watch out for today. It was not enough to take down Nada. Nada is now just rebuilding his army and sieging up with his tank. He's getting into a position where Maru has to attack him once again.
I find the macro of Maru to just be so impressive.
Those barracks are really fun.
I thought he was going to try to use these strategically, but
he kind of is. That is crushing your opponent's fighting spirit.
2 would have sufficed for vision. Maru is actually going to force a lift on this command center, perhaps. Nada's not lifting it. So that's that. See a command center. What is Nada doing? Why is he allowing Maru to get a good position here?
It's a little bit odd. He shouldn't rush this. He shouldn't just, he's just rebuilding his army, I guess. Getting all these tanks in order to take down the final forces of Maru. But he makes sure that there's no third base.
He's allowing Maru to get in a beautiful position here. I mean, he's still got the army supply. He still has the better supply and the better position overall in this game.
He just doesn't want to lose this command center. He has another command center to the top left, so where he can't mine, where he can use his all of his mules now. And at the same time, he's making sure that there is no third base for Maru. He knows that's the last few units that Maru actually has. So he's just waiting, preparing those tanks, and just drawing the last engagement out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
he wants to make super sure that he's winning this game.
I guess that's what those 7 barracks are for in the middle of the map.
At the right side of the map, we already have another expansion for Nada. He doesn't use his SCVs yet.
Well, he's going to win this battle in the middle.
Maru is dropping down to 40 supply against 130.
Yeah, he's just out of steam at this point. Nada is GG.
GG. Maru leaves the second game and Nada takes it with 2-0. Maru playing well, but here's Nada and he's like, nope.
Very unlike Nada to make 7 barracks and float them into his opponent's main, especially do this to a younger kid who probably looks up to him. I just find that a little bit un-Nada-like. Nada's the kind of person who, you know, he was on Off the Record recently, and I joked with Moletrap. I was like, what if we ask him who the best Terran player is? He might be like, well, I really feel like you should respect everyone. And I'm like, Nada, that's not what I asked you, man. Like, I just thought, I mean, he's kind of a guy who's really nice and politically correct in a lot of his interviews and things, and just to see him do this is actually really surprising. But enough about that. I mean, obviously he just outplayed Maru here, and wanted to show him with the 7 barracks just how much so he outplayed him. And Maru actually showed some really good macro in those games. Also, in the first game, he showed some really good map control. His decision-making at times was less than ideal, but I see a lot of potential in this guy.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a good player, and we should definitely watch out for him next season.
3 young stars, I feel, and 1 for each race. We've got Maru for Terran, and we've got Lenok for Zerg, and we've got Creator for Protoss. All of these players very young in age, and all of them seeming to be with so much potential.
I wouldn't even see Lenok as a talent. Lenok is already up there.
Well, imagine how much better he can be, though. Think about that.
Yeah, but still, Lenok is... we have a lot of other Zerg players that I would rather see as a talent. I mean, we have Monster, Boong Boong, all these players that have not been able to get into Code S, and Lenok was in the finals already. But yeah, we are having a quick look at today's matches. I think that's the last one that we had. Maru losing to Nada with 2-0.
Yeah. So, some things to mention. Well, here are our results beforehand. Zenio taking out SC, and Killer falling to Marine King in a very interesting series. Nesty making Keen look like an inferior being a little bit there in that series. And finally, Nada taking out Maru. Maru showing some good play, but just not enough for Nada. Those are our results. And remember, we're going to have up and down matches, so look forward to that. You can see the race, basically who is going to be in the up and downs for each race. I'm not going to read all those off because that would be crazy, but notice that Sen is going to be in the GSL no matter what next season. He's the only foreigner currently in the GSL, and he's in the up and downs. He could be the only foreigner in Code S.
He was so disappointed about his last CVC that he lost, and he told me, like, I have no idea what I did. It was 2-0, I lost 2-0, but it could have been 10-0. I played so bad, and I don't know why. He was really disappointed, but yeah, I'm looking forward to his up and down matches. It should be good.
Yep, and I wanted to mention as well, remember to go to the finals on Saturday. Yep. They're going to be 1 hour earlier than our normal time. It's going to be 5:10 Korean Standard Time. And that's some information down there. It's going to be at the Setec Center, so make sure you come if you can. Also, I want to mention again, the GSTL finals will be during IPL 4 in Vegas. It's going to be on Saturday. And, of course, it's going to be on the weekend of the 6th to the 8th, I believe, of April. It's Easter weekend. It'll be in Vegas. And it's going to be a pretty good weekend of games and fun. So make sure you tune into that. Of course, remember we have Off the Record tomorrow at 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time. I'll be casting with Tasteless. It'll be fun. We have Lenok on the show. So
Should be
some
pretty
more
cool.
information about that down there. So make sure you tune into that tomorrow, and the VODs for which will become free on Monday if you don't have a premium ticket. But if you don't have a premium ticket, you should go get one of those. You should also follow GOMTV on Twitter, of course, and follow myself and Caldor at ProxyWolf and Caldor, respectively. Make sure you go home and do that. Well, you're probably home already, but some people who have the premium service watch on their iPads or their iPhones. So,
StarCraft.
yeah, maybe at a Barcraft. Get out your mobile phone and add us right now anyways.
Well, anyways, guys, we are done for the day. It was fun as usual, Wolf.
Yeah, man, it's been good.
Enjoyed it. And yeah, well, so we'll be back soon. Don't forget about the Code S final in 2 days. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the Code A. And I hope that you enjoyed the show.
Yep.
See you next time.
See you.